The Laws of Human Nature explores the hidden psychological forces that drive human behavior. Greene argues that most people believe they act logically, but emotions, unconscious desires, biases, and social pressures influence nearly every decision they make. The book's central message is, to understand people, first understand yourself. By recognizing human nature's common patterns, you can avoid manipulation, improve relationships, become a better leader, and gain greater control over your own life. Law 1. Master your emotional self, the law. People think they are rational, but emotions often control their actions. When angry, jealous, excited, or fearful, people make poor decisions while believing they are being logical. Key ideas. Emotions distort reality. Strong emotions narrow judgment. Most conflicts begin because people react emotionally. What to do? Pause before responding. Separate facts from feelings. Observe emotions instead of immediately acting on them. Example: many leaders destroy careers because they react impulsively to criticism instead of evaluating it calmly. Lesson: the ability to remain calm when others are emotional is a powerful advantage. Law 2. Transform self-love into empathy. The law: humans naturally focus on themselves. People spend most of their time thinking about their own needs, fears, and goals. Problem: because everyone is focused on themselves, misunderstandings arise. Solution: develop empathy. Listen more than you speak. Observe body language. Understand others' perspectives. Benefits: people trust those who make them feel understood. Lesson: influence begins with understanding people, not controlling them. Law 3. See through people's masks, the law. People wear social masks. They present a version of themselves designed to gain approval, status, or trust. Hidden reality. Behind the mask may be insecurity, envy, ambition, fear, manipulation, what to watch, observe, actions over words, behavior under stress, long-term patterns. Lesson: character is revealed through actions, not promises. Law 4. Understand people's need for attention. The law. Everyone wants recognition. People desire respect, validation. Importance problem: when people feel ignored, they become resentful. Application: give sincere appreciation. Acknowledge contributions. Make people feel valued. Lesson: attention is one of the strongest human needs. Law 5. Become an elusive object of desire. The law: people value what seems rare or difficult to obtain. Examples: limited opportunities, scarce products, mysterious personalities. Why it works: the brain associates scarcity with value. Lesson: avoid making yourself constantly available. A little mystery increases attraction and interest. Law 6. Elevate your perspective. The law: people often become trapped in daily emotions and short-term thinking. Higher perspective. Successful individuals think long-term. Avoid emotional reactions. See the bigger picture. Example: a temporary failure may be the first step toward future success. Lesson: distance yourself from immediate problems and view them from a broader perspective. Law 7. Soften people's resistance. The law. People resist being forced. Nobody likes feeling controlled. Wrong approach: arguing aggressively, giving orders, attacking beliefs. Better approach: ask questions, guide people gently, let them believe they reached conclusions themselves. Lesson: influence works better than force. Law 8. Change your circumstances by changing your attitude. The law: events do not determine happiness as much as our interpretation of them. Example: two people experience the same setback. One sees disaster. One sees opportunity. Lesson: your mindset often matters more than circumstances. Law 9. Confront your dark side, the law. Everyone possesses a shadow. The shadow contains envy, aggression, selfishness, destructive impulses. People often deny these traits. Problem-ignored weaknesses become stronger. Solution: recognize your darker tendencies honestly. Lesson: self-awareness creates self-control. Law 10. Beware of fragile egos. The law. Many people appear confident but are deeply insecure. Signs: constant need for praise, defensiveness, sensitivity to criticism. Strategy: avoid directly attacking people's egos. Lesson: understanding insecurity helps explain much human behavior. Law 11. Know your limits. The law of success can create overconfidence. People begin believing they cannot fail. Rules do not apply to them. They know everything. Result: arrogance leads to mistakes. Examples: many successful leaders and businesses collapse because of excessive confidence. Lesson: stay humble, regardless of success. Law 12. Reconnect to your masculine or feminine side. The law: every person contains both traditionally masculine and feminine qualities. Masculine traits: assertiveness, courage, independence. Feminine traits: empathy, intuition, cooperation. Lesson: balanced individuals develop both sides. Law 13. Advance with purpose. The law: people need a sense of purpose. Without purpose, motivation declines, energy decreases, life feels directionless. Benefits of purpose: purpose increases resilience, improves focus, provides meaning. Lesson: a clear mission gives direction to life. Law 14. Resist groupthink. The law: humans naturally follow groups. Danger groups can encourage irrational decisions. Conformity: suppression of independent thinking. Examples: history contains many disasters caused by groupthink. Lesson: think independently, even when the crowd disagrees. Law 15. Make people want to follow you. The law: leadership depends more on emotional intelligence than authority. Great leaders: they inspire trust, understand people, communicate clearly, remain calm during crises. Poor leaders: they rule through fear, ignore others, act arrogantly. Lesson: leadership is influence, not position. Law 16. See the hostility behind friendly facades. The law: people often hide resentment. Signs: passive aggression, subtle criticism, undermining behavior. What to do? Pay attention to repeated patterns rather than isolated incidents. Lesson: not all hostility is openly expressed. Law 17. Understand generational change. The law: every generation develops unique attitudes shaped by historical events. Examples: generations differ in values, technology use, work expectations, social beliefs. Lesson: understanding generational influences helps explain behavior. Law 18. Meditate on mortality. The law: awareness of death can improve life. Benefits: thinking about mortality clarifies priorities, reduces trivial worries, encourages meaningful action. Lesson: life becomes more valuable when we remember it is limited. The most important lessons from the entire book. Emotions drive behavior more than logic. Develop self-awareness before trying to understand others. Observe actions rather than words. Empathy is a superpower. People crave attention and validation. Control impulsive reactions. Stay humble during success. Think independently instead of following crowds. Develop a clear life purpose. Mastering human nature begins with mastering yourself. Final takeaway. According to Greene, the greatest advantage in life is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is understanding human nature. People who understand emotions, motivations, insecurities, and social dynamics can build stronger relationships, avoid manipulation, lead effectively, and make wiser decisions. The book ultimately teaches that the path to understanding others begins with deep self-awareness. The more honestly you understand your own emotions, biases, and weaknesses, the better you will understand the people around you.